I'm making sure my microphone works, because guess what? I'm speaking into this thing with a random microphone I got at the thrift store that had no use until I was able to plug this in. But this shit is super long. I realize that this might be hard for headphone users because I'm like speaking directly into the microphone. Forget that. But this thing's very long. I can go all the way to here. Actually, a bit longer. A bit longer. I'm starting off this video. Great. My laptop already probably almost died. Probably should explain what I'm doing here. Well, maybe that earlier video that I popped on my YouTube channel that was really bad intro made zero sense. I was very tired. Still depressed, but I was laying in my bed and being like, "Welcome to the channel," and they're walking up on a log. We are relocating. Yeah, I am. I'm relocating. Forget that horrible interruption. We had a horrible interruption from my family. Well, my siblings. And I don't like them very much. Sometimes. A lot. But welcome to my channel. I thought I'd give a better intro, besides, compared to the older one. Yeah. So, I'm gonna introduce a little bit about myself and what this channel's supposed to be. Now, not every single video is gonna be just like me talking to the camera. It may be like a video of me going trick-or-treating dressed as like a girl while yelling at my daughter.
By the way, Hello Kitty was last year.
Okay, your makeup is like about 5,000 years ago. BC. Yeah, it was from like 5,000 BC. Bacon cheeseburger. Oh my god! Yeah, my purse! Oh my god, I hang over again! So now I have to go wake up my Jezebel, and I forgot where she is because I was at a bar last night. So we're gonna go find her. Let's go see she's at the abandoned garage. Get away. Do I know you? Are you one of my children?
Well, it's not me, it's a character, but it's a joke. Sometimes that happens, and my sister and brother wanted me to film that with them, so we might end up doing that. But, most of the time it is going to be me talking to the camera, or it's going to be things possibly related to my OCs if people actually like them. But every other attempt to get anybody to like them, nobody cared. So, we might not do that. But first off, I'm Astro. Or you can call me Ro. My family calls me Ro. After about 3 years, they finally did. And who do I mean by they? My mom. And sometimes my siblings. That's it. Right, that's my name. He, him, his. It should be on my profile, so if you get it wrong, it's probably going to be on purpose. I will assume it's on purpose. If it's not, then yeah. But, yeah. Name, pronouns, pretty simple. I'm super hetero. I love women. Only women. Women only. I only love women. I don't know why I feel I had to tell you guys that, but, I don't know. I hate them gays. So much. So much that I think of sucking dick on the daily. So, yeah. And I love pans so much. I am very pans. Kitchenware. You get the point if you're a queerio, okay? I'm not gonna mention it now, but I do have stuff, but I don't want to put that on yet because of how the current state of the world is today and how people have a lot of shitty views about them, especially that how would I name this, that YouTube wouldn't demonetize as if they're paying me for shit, but like, take down my video, is going into school with a water squirt toy and pew pew up the entire place. Well, yeah. People are having a weird discussion about that stuff right now, and I don't want to be put in the middle of that. But if you get the gist, cool. I'll explain it later on. But for now, I just that's it. And then I'm gonna tell you a bit more portion about me and not just my identity. Well, more of the basics. Okay, I might tell you the basics. Be like, yeah. I'd also like to get. I'm making sure my fucking neighbor's not coming out here and seeing me talk to a fucking camera with a dollar-store freaking microphone. That's from a game or something, called Guitar Hero. Okay, I've never played, bro. But I'm an artist, very big an artist. I play the role of God when it comes to my OCs, but I'm also an OC with my OCs. If that makes any sense. I also believe that there's probably somebody who made me as an OC, otherwise I wouldn't have the weirdest fucked up lore of the lifetime. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. I don't know. But I'd like to believe that, with the amount of lore I've been given in my life, I don't think it was just an accident. I think someone really did decide to be like, you know what? I'm gonna make this OC crazily, because they wouldn't make me the way I am unless I was some type of OC or some shit. I'm an artist. I play the role of God. I do write sometimes, I like filming and things. I feel like this is the natural fucking queer person. But yeah. I like singing a lot. I technically can be classified as a theater kid. I can sing Noel's Limit very well. Maybe. I don't know what my neighbors think, but when my parents aren't home, usually that's the first song I'll put on, and I can hit the very long and high vocals. And Hamilton. Yeah. Yeah. Basics, right? And, I do sometimes like movies. I'm very weird. As most people would say, I'm very weird. Been diagnosed with ADHD, so you're gonna get a lot of that. I have had a lot of trauma in my life. We got, grape. We also have, a lot of murder, if you understand what that means. I'm trying to put it in a way that way YouTube doesn't take my shit down. We have a lot, and we also have a little bit of incest, but technically not. But it's still really weird. I'll give you a highlight. My my mom's late husband, so he's dead. AKA my old stepdad, which is not the one I have currently. Which actually is a decent human being. This one, you know, may or may not have slept with my cousin, like my mom's late husband. More on that. He's a really weird guy, but yeah, there's some random stuff that happens in my life. I don't know why, but that's part of this. That's part of this. And yeah, this channel is mainly kind of just for me to put out stuff I like, and I really hope somebody at least watches it, so it's not like just a bunch of videos of me going crazy online. Alright, just videotapes and be like, oh my god, these are like freaking random files of this kid going crazy. This is just like, all of a sudden I strand myself in the freaking desert and I die out there. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But it's kind of feels like video darts because I only just got my counselors back after a few months, so I gone crazy. But I feel like maybe videotaping this stuff might help me, and maybe someone will like me out there. I don't know. Maybe maybe one time besides that my ex-boyfriend. Yeah, it's weird to say that now, but I've technically officially had one. he wasn't the worst, so, maybe we can talk about that too later. He has some great stories. And, I'm only on level 15. So, sure there's a lot to come. Sure there's lots. Sure there's lots. So, yeah. A little preview of that. I also am very into clowns. I really much like that kind of stuff for some reason. Yeah. You'll see by my main character OC kind of thing. So there's a lot that kind of I like. Sometimes my dressings like dressings, guys. My dressings ranch and raspberry sour ranch. I don't know, not ranch. I don't know. But my outfits can range from Adam Sandler to full on Decora. I'm a really weird person. I range from many things. But I'm sure there's gonna be a few times that I post to this channel where I'm gonna be venting, like right after something freaking horrific's happening. Because currently in my life, I have a restraining order from my grandma. That's weird. Um, and one of my dogs might be dying soon. I really love him, so I don't want him to die soon. Just and my dog keeps getting attacked. My personal dog, my dog Sugar, my baby that I love very much. She keeps getting attacked by her other dog. So this is getting really weird. And tomorrow I get to go into my new counselor, this random guy, this intern or something like that. I don't know. Attorney, I don't know. He's a new guy, I guess. And I get to traumatize him. On Friday, I got to traumatize some other lady that I was meeting with. So, she got the full-on lore job. Once asked her 30 minutes, she's like, well, now you can tell me a little bit about your life. And I'm like, great. And I pull out a giant stack of files, and I display out the lore from the timeline to be like, this is when I was a little, fetus inside the body, right? And then, right after, I got raped by my mom's late husband. That did happen. So, it was really fun. I really love dropping lore. And I say this as my sister's walking in. I should probably end this. So, she's gonna be putting a wig on me now. And I'm gonna be Stacy. Look forward. I'm the one that gets to be yelling at you because I get to be Stacy. So, I make another video soon. Ooh. Microphone. I'll edit this video later in my shitty video app. I also forgot to mention, I forget every single time, we have shit camera quality because I'm using a school computer. Anyway, fuck you.